Hello, and welcome back to another story reading for Final Fantasy XIV. It's been a while. Today we're reading The Namazu and the Greatest Gift. This is a story by Banri Oda, and the art in this book is actually illustrated by Hiroyuki Nagamine from Square Enix. So without further ado, let's read this story. In the far, far east was a great grassy steppe where Namazu gathered to frolic and feast and do other things that Namazu do. The Namazu enjoyed many sunny days on the steppe, so sunny in fact that they soon found themselves with a big problem. The sun had dried the river right up and stolen the fun of fishing. Smelling a chance to seem important, Saigetsu, who thought of many things, gathered his friends, Gyoshin, who built many things, and Gaiarai, who was the only one who ever stopped to wonder if those things were a good idea. "I know a sage who can change the weather," Saigetsu said. "He lives on the mountain beyond the river." Saigetsu was sure that the sage would solve their problem, so the three Namazu set off to search for him. After a long climb, they found the sage at the top of the mountain. "You can make it rain, yes?" they asked. The sage was odd, and his answer was odder. "I can," he said. "Enough to fill your river and more. But I won't, not unless you find me something new, something no one has ever seen before." Something new? What gift will do? The three Namazu wondered. They searched through their treasures until each found a present for the sage. Gyoshin chose a colorful fan from the Namazu's festival. Saigetsu chose his favorite book, filled with big words. Gaiarai chose a fancy outfit she'd made with her very own two fins. Those were all very good gifts, but the sage would not accept them. "You've seen these before. They are not new," he said, and turned them away. Discouraged, Saigetsu and Gaiarai returned to the steppe. If the sage did not want their most treasured treasures, then it was clear that nothing would make him happy. Gyoshin was not so sure. He stayed behind on the mountain, watching the sage from the shadows. Gyoshin could find something suitable, a gift to make the sage smile, if only he understood the odd otter a little bit better. Even though the sage lived all alone at the top of the mountain, he had everything he needed to survive. When he was hungry, he called the wind to pluck fish from the streams and bring them to his table. When he was hot, he called the clouds to cover the sun so he could relax in the shade. Gyoshin was a little bit jealous actually. Yes. Gyoshin watched for 7 days and 7 nights. He was starting to think the sage had no problems of any kind. "Ugh, I am so bored," the sage said, for the 7th time that day. What a surprise! How strange! Even with his amazing powers, the sage wasn't having any fun at all. No. It was enough to make a Namazu think. The next day, Gyoshin spoke to the sage again. "Have you given up?" asked the sage, seeing no gifts in Gyoshin's fins. No, said Gyoshin. "I have a gift for you, something so new that no one has ever seen it before. But you must accept it for it to work, because, you see, it's friendship between you and me. Will you accept it? Yes?" The sage laughed. Yes, I suppose I will. No one has ever given me their friendship before." Saying it out loud made the sage realize how lonely he had been and how much he had wanted a friend. Now that he had one, he was so happy he cried tears of joy. The sage and the Namazu held a ceremony together to call the rains. Soft clouds swept over the steppe as they celebrated together. The raindrops that fell upon them were warm and gentle, and the sage knew he would never feel alone again. "It is very rainy, most moist indeed," cried Gaiashin joyfully. "The sky must be happy for us too. Yes, yes." From that day forward, there was always rain enough on the steppe and friendship for any who needed it. The end. What a fantastic little story. And, for all ages. I think they should do more picture books. And hopefully I did that justice. Anyway, have a happy new year. Thank you for watching my videos. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Yes, yes.